My beloved child, I have a question for you. It is not a question to trouble your mind, but to awaken your heart. It is not one meant to make you fearful, but to remind you how deeply I love you. I ask you today, where is your heart? Not your thoughts, not your worries, not your plans, but your heart. Where has it gone, my beloved one? For many years, you have walked through life with strength and faith. You have endured pain, loss, joy, laughter, and countless moments that have shaped the story of your days. You have seen seasons come and go, faces appear and fade, dreams rise and fall. But through it all, I have never left you, not for one heartbeat, not for one tear. I have been with you in every sunrise, in every quiet prayer you whispered when you thought no one heard you. I was listening, I was holding you. Yet now I ask you this question, where is your heart? For sometimes my children forget where they've placed it. They give little pieces of it away to worry, to regret, to things that fade with time. They let the world carry their heart away from the stillness of my love. You, my child, are precious to me. When I formed you, I did not make a mistake. When I breathed life into you, I saw not a number, not a name among millions, but a soul that would walk through this world carrying my light. And even now, that light still burns, perhaps hidden, perhaps flickering, but still alive. You may feel tired, you may feel small, but your light is still known to heaven. I know that sometimes you wonder if I still see you after all these years, after all the prayers that seemed unanswered, after all the changes in your life. You ask, Lord, am I still in your plan? Do you still remember me? And my answer is simple, my beloved, yes. Always, you were never forgotten. You are not a passing moment in my mind. You are written upon my heart. You see, I do not measure your worth by what you do, by what you have achieved, or by how much others remember you. I measure your worth by my love for you, and that love has no measure. It is deeper than the ocean and older than time. You have walked many paths, and some of them have been hard. I saw every tear you shed when no one else noticed. I heard every sigh when you said, Lord, I'm tired. And I tell you now, every moment of sorrow was not wasted. Every quiet night you spent alone was known to me. Every act of kindness, every prayer, even the smallest ones you forgot, they were seen and remembered. But now, my child, I want to speak to your heart more deeply. I want to show you something beautiful, something eternal. For even though the world around you changes, even though the body grows weak and time moves swiftly, the soul within you remains my masterpiece. You are not fading, you are being refined. You are not forgotten, you are being prepared. I have watched you through the years, and I have been near when you doubted yourself. You see, the world measures value by strength, beauty, and success, but I measure it by love. And you, my beloved, have loved more than you realize. You have loved through silence, through endurance, through care, through prayer. That is a love heaven treasures. So when I ask, where is your heart? I do not ask to condemn you. I ask to call you home, home to peace, home to rest, home to me. For too long you have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours alone. You have carried memories that weigh on your spirit, regrets that whisper in the quiet, and fears that keep your heart from resting. But I say to you now, release them into my hands. Trust me enough to let go. You see, my child, your story is not finished. Even now, I am writing new pages not with ink, but with mercy. I am not finished with you. There is still a light for you to shine, still a purpose for your breath, still a reason I wake you up each morning. Do not think your time has passed. Do not think you have nothing left to give. The world may overlook those who walk slowly or speak softly, but I see them as the pillars that hold up faith itself. Your prayers still move mountains. Your smile still brings peace. Your quiet words still plant seeds in hearts you may never know. You may ask me, Lord, what do you want from me now? And I will answer your heart, not your perfection, not your strength, not your understanding, but your heart. Give it to me again, simply, like a child who trusts his father. I can do more with a willing heart than with all the power of the world. The world has made you believe that love must be earned, that peace must be achieved, that joy must be deserved. But I tell you this truth, my love is a gift. You cannot lose it, because it was never based on what you could do, only on who you are to me. My beloved, remember this. I have never stopped knocking at your door, sometimes softly, through a quiet memory, sometimes firmly, through a trial that called you back to prayer. But always I have been near. You see, I am not far away. I am closer than your breath. When you sit alone, thinking of those you've lost, I am beside you. When you wake in the night and feel afraid, I am holding you. When you pray and feel nothing, I am still listening. Faith is not the absence of feeling, it is the trust that I am still there, even in silence. And now, my beloved, I ask again, where is your heart? Have you hidden it beneath worry? Have you given it away to fear? Have you allowed the past to close its doors upon your joy? If so, come bring it to me again, for I am gentle with hearts that return. I created you for eternity, not just for a moment on earth. The days may seem long, but they are preparing you for forever. Each sunset, each prayer, each act of love, they are threads in the tapestry of your soul, and I am the weaver. What I weave, I never abandon. You may think, but Lord, I have made mistakes. Yes, you have, and so have all my children, but my mercy is larger than your failure. My forgiveness is not fragile, it does not expire. You are never too old, never too far, never too late to start again with me. So, let your heart rest tonight. You do not need to fix everything. You only need to say, "Here I am, Lord. I am still yours, and I will take care of the rest." My beloved, life was never meant to be a race of perfection. It is a journey of becoming more like me, of learning to love, to forgive, to hope. And when you love, even in small ways, you are closer to me than you think. Now I want you to reflect with me for a moment. Think of the days when you laughed so freely that you forgot your worries. Think of the people you have loved, the prayers you have whispered, the blessings you have received that you may have taken for granted. Each of those moments was me smiling through the faces around you, touching your heart through kindness, reminding you that you are not alone. And even in the days of sorrow, when you could not see any light, I was there too, not as a distant God, but as the one who carried you through. You survived what you thought would break you, not by accident, but because my hand was upon you. You may not have seen it then, but I was guiding your steps. There were days you prayed and heard no answer. But silence was not my absence, it was my work in progress. For I was shaping something within you that only waiting could teach: patience, trust, faith. So, my beloved, look again at your life, not with regret, but with gratitude. Every scar tells a story of my faithfulness. Every tear you cried watered the seeds of compassion that now live in your soul. You are not just older, you are wiser, softer, closer to heaven than ever before. Do not fear what is to come. The world changes, but I do not. My promises are still true, my arms still open, my mercy still fresh every morning. You are still mine, and I am still yours. And when the time comes that you can no longer walk as before, when your hands grow tired, when your days grow quiet, know this: I am preparing a place for you, not a place of sorrow or loss, but of everlasting joy, where every pain will fade and every tear will be wiped away. Until that day, stay close to me, keep your heart open, keep loving, forgiving, and trusting, for every small act of love you give now echoes in eternity. My question remains: where is your heart? Let your answer be simple: it is with you, Lord. And if you can say that with truth and peace, then all is well. For my love for you is not ending, it is forever. And tomorrow, my beloved, I will have another question, a question that will draw you even deeper into my love. So come back and listen again, for I have more to tell you. Until then, rest in my peace. You are safe, you are seen, you are loved. I see how often you sit in silence, remembering the days that have passed. The laughter of those you loved, the faces that once filled your home, the voices that once called your name. I see the quiet moments when you close your eyes and whisper, "Where did the years go?" And I say to you, my child, the years did not disappear. They are not lost. They have been gathered into my hands like pearls of light, each one precious, each one eternal. Nothing you have lived has been wasted. Not one day, not one tear, not one act of love has vanished. Everything that has passed through your life has become part of the eternal story I am writing with you. You may not see it now, but in heaven, every memory that carried love will shine forever. I know, my beloved, that life has not been easy. There were seasons when you felt as though I was far away, when your prayers seemed unanswered, when your strength seemed small, when your heart ached in ways no one around you could understand. You wondered, Lord, are you still here? Do you still care? Yes, my child, I was there closer than you knew. In the moments when your tears fell quietly, I was beside you, counting every drop. When your faith trembled and your hands grew weak, I was the unseen strength that carried you through the storm. You never walked alone, not once, not even when you thought you did. You see, my beloved, I do not measure time as you do. You count your years in numbers. I count them in love. You see your wrinkles and think of age. I see the story of endurance, of faith, of grace. Every line upon your face is like a verse in the book of your soul. It tells me where you have been, how you have loved, and how deeply you have trusted even when life hurt. Many of my children fear growing old, as if it means they are fading away. But oh, if only you could see what I see. To me, those who have walked many years upon this earth are my brightest treasures. The world may call them the elderly, but I call them my wise ones, my faithful hearts. You are the candles that have burned through darkness, still shining even when the winds of time blow strong. You have known joy and sorrow, laughter and tears, but through it all, your spirit has become like gold refined in fire. You may say, "But Lord, I am not as strong as I once was." And I tell you, it is not your body that I seek strength from, but your heart. For when your hands can no longer work as they once did, your prayers become your greatest power. When your steps grow slower, your patience teaches others how to walk with peace. When your voice grows softer, your wisdom speaks louder than ever before. You have not lost value, you have gained holiness. Remember this, my child, I never stop working through you, no matter your age, no matter your weakness. The world sees limits, I see possibilities. You may think your time of purpose is over, but I tell you, as long as you have breath, you are part of my plan. There are still hearts I want you to touch, still souls I want you to pray for, still lessons of love that only you can teach. Look around you. There are those who are younger, who are lost in fear and confusion, who no longer know how to trust in me. You have walked the road they are now trying to find. Your quiet faith, your steady endurance, your calm hope, these are living sermons that speak louder than any words. Never underestimate how your presence comforts those around you. Sometimes your simple smile can be the answer to another's prayer. Do you remember, my child, the times when you were young and restless, when you rushed through your days, chasing after things that seemed so important? You did not yet understand that the greatest treasures were not the things you could touch, but the love you could give. Now, as you look back, you begin to see that it was the small moments, the acts of kindness, the prayers for others, the forgiveness you gave even when it hurt, that truly mattered. Those are the moments that echo in eternity. I want you to think about something now, gently and without fear. What have you been holding on to? What burdens do you still carry that you no longer need to bear? There are regrets that weigh upon your heart, moments you wish you could rewrite, words you wish you had said or left unsaid. I see them all, and I tell you this truth, you do not need to hold them anymore. When I forgave you, I meant it. I did not forgive you halfway. I forgave you completely. There is no need to relive old pain. There is no wound I cannot heal, no past I cannot redeem. Let go, my beloved. Lay it down at my feet. The past cannot chain you if you give it to me. I will turn your memories of sorrow into lessons of grace. And when you find it hard to forgive yourself, remember this: my mercy is greater than your guilt. You may remember your sins, but I have forgotten them. You may hold them in your heart, but I have already cast them away into the sea of my compassion. I am not counting your fail. Yes, I am counting the times you came back to me. You see, my beloved child, what matters most is not that you have fallen, but that you keep returning to my embrace. Every time you say, Lord, help me, I run to you. Every time you whisper, Lord, I trust you, heaven rejoices. Every time you choose kindness over anger, patience over complaint, hope over fear, you shine like a star in my eyes. Do not think that faith means never doubting. Even the strongest saints wrestled with questions. What matters is that they kept turning toward me in love, and that, my child, is what you have done, even in your quiet way. You may not have seen the fruits of all your prayers, but know this: every prayer has planted a seed. Some will bloom here on earth, others will bloom in eternity. I see how you worry for those you love, your children, your family, your friends. You pray for them, sometimes with tears, sometimes with silence. You wonder if they will ever return to faith, if they will ever understand the truth you hold dear. I tell you now, do not lose hope. The prayers of a faithful heart never go unheard. I am working in their lives, even when you cannot see it. Seeds take time to grow, but they will. Trust me. When you lie awake at night and think of those you've lost, those who have gone before, you know that they are not gone from me. They live in my light, free from pain, full of joy, waiting for the day you will be reunited. Death is not the end, my beloved. It is a doorway, and when you cross it, I will be there, waiting with arms open wide, saying, welcome home. But until that day, I want you to live, not just breathe, but live with the quiet joy that comes from knowing you are loved beyond measure. I want you to wake up each morning and thank me for another sunrise, even if your body aches. I want you to smile at those around you, even if your heart feels heavy. I want you to keep shining the light of faith, because this world needs it more than ever. You may feel that your life is small, that your days are ordinary, but there is no such thing as an ordinary life when it is lived with love. Every act of kindness, every gentle word, every prayer whispered for another soul, all of it rises to me like incense. You are part of the great work of love that keeps this world from falling apart. So, my beloved, do not let the world make you feel forgotten. Do not believe that your best days are behind you. The best days in my eyes are the ones when your heart is most open, most trusting, most peaceful in me. And that can happen at any age, in any season. When you feel lonely, speak to me. When you are afraid, call my name. When you do not know what to do, sit in silence and let me fill your heart. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to have faith that I am the answer. I am with you in your laughter, in your tears, in the quiet mornings and the long nights. I am not watching from afar. I am walking beside you. And even when you feel nothing, when your heart feels dry or distant, know this: my love for you has not changed. I do not love you less on your weakest day, nor more on your strongest. My love simply is eternal, steady, unshakable. So when you feel weary, rest in me. When you feel forgotten, remember my promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. You are mine, and you always will be. Now, my beloved, breathe deeply and feel my presence. I am here, not in the sky, not in the distance, but right where you are, in the gentle beating of your heart, in the breath that fills your lungs, in the peace that still whispers through the noise of life. You are surrounded by me, and I ask you again, where is your heart? If you will give it to me, I will give you peace that no world can take away. Rest, my beloved, rest in this truth: you are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are deeply, eternally loved. Now that your heart has rested in my presence and reflected upon the path you have walked, I want to lift you higher, to encourage you. to fill you again with strength and hope. For I see the weariness in your spirit, the heaviness that comes from carrying so much for so long. I see the days when you wake and wonder, what is left for me now? And I tell you with all the love of heaven, there is still so much. You are still part of my divine plan, still wrapped in purpose, still needed, still loved. When you rise each morning, I am the one who calls your soul awake. Each breath is a quiet reminder. You are still here because I am not finished with you yet. You are not just living days on a calendar, you are walking sacred steps in eternity's journey. Every moment you choose love, every time you speak kindness, every prayer you whisper, you are shaping eternity. So I say to you, do not let the shadows of yesterday dim the light of today. Do not measure your life by what you can no longer do, but by the love that still flows from your heart. The world teaches you to count what you've lost, but I ask you to count what remains: faith, wisdom, compassion, and the beauty of a heart that still believes. You see, my beloved, faith is not about doing great things in great ways. It is about doing small things with great love. And you, my child, have been doing that all your life more than you know. Every meal you've shared, every tear you've wiped, every prayer you've offered for another soul, all of these are treasures in heaven. Nothing done in love is ever lost. I want you to remember something now, something very close to my heart. I never called you to be successful in the eyes of the world. I called you to be faithful in the eyes of heaven. The world chases after results, rewards, and recognition, but I look at the quiet hearts who keep believing when no one notices, who keep forgiving when it hurts, who keep hoping when things seem hopeless. Those are my true heroes of faith, and you, my beloved, are among them. When you were younger, you may have dreamed of doing great things for me. Perhaps you wished to travel far, to accomplish much, to change the world in visible ways. But now you see that the greatest miracles often happen in the smallest corners, in the patient care for a loved one, in the courage to smile through pain, in the silent prayer whispered for those who have gone astray. Those moments are the foundations of my kingdom. You may think, but Lord, what can I do now? My strength is not what it once was. And I answer, you can still love, and love, my child, is the greatest power in all creation. When you love, you reflect me. When you forgive, you heal the world. When you bless those who hurt you, you bring light where there was darkness. When you pray for those who have turned away, you open the doors of mercy. You are never powerless as long as you can love. You have endured storms that could have broken others, yet here you are, still believing. That, my beloved, is victory. The world calls victory the moment of triumph, but I call victory the moment of perseverance. Every time you have chosen faith over fear, you have won. Every time you have chosen peace over bitterness, heaven has rejoiced. I know there are times when you feel alone, when it seems the world has moved on without you. You may feel forgotten, as if your place in life has grown smaller. But let me tell you this truth: you are never small in my eyes. You are part of the heartbeat of my creation. You may not see your influence, but your faith ripples through generations. Every prayer you have prayed still lives. Every act of love you have given continues to echo in souls you may never meet. Think of a candle, my child. It burns quietly, giving light without sound. Many pass by and do not notice its flame, yet in the darkness, that one small light can guide an entire room. That is who you are, a quiet, steady flame in a world that has forgotten how to see light. And I delight in that. Your faith brings warmth where the world has grown cold. I want you to know something very important, my beloved. I am proud of you. Yes, proud. You may think that word only belongs to human lips, but I use it for you. I look upon you, and I see how far you have come, how much you have endured, and how many times you have chosen love over anger, hope over despair. I have seen every sacrifice, every act of patience, every silent prayer. And I smile. You have been faithful in the little things, and that faithfulness is precious to me. I see how you care for others, even when your own heart is weary. I see how you pray for peace in your family, how you wish to bring unity where there is conflict. I see how you long for your children, your grandchildren, and those you love to know me. I tell you, your prayers have reached my throne. They have not been ignored. I am working in ways you cannot yet see. Be at peace, my beloved. The seeds you planted in love will bloom, maybe not today, maybe not in the ways you imagined, but they will bloom. For I have promised that no act of love, no prayer of faith, and no tear of compassion will ever be wasted. They are the jewels of eternity. When the days feel long and the nights seem quiet, talk to me as you would to a friend. You don't need special words. You don't need to speak perfectly. Just speak from your heart. Tell me your worries, your memories, your dreams. I listen with tenderness. You may think you are only speaking into the air, but I am right there beside you, hearing every word. And when you don't know what to say, when your heart feels too tired to pray, just sit in silence. I understand silence. I hear the prayer hidden inside it. You do not need to perform for me. You only need to be with me. I do not look for perfection. I look for presence. And when you sit quietly and think of me, you are already praying. My beloved child, I want to remind you of the hope that never dies. The world may shake, the years may pass, the body may weaken, but hope in me is eternal. I am your anchor in every storm. I am your light in every darkness. I am your peace when your heart is restless. Even if all else fades, my love remains. When you wake tomorrow, look for me in small things, in the sunlight through your window, in the sound of a bird's song, in the kindness of a stranger. I am there. I am not only in the grand and the mighty, I am in the gentle and the quiet. I walk with you through ordinary days, turning them into holy moments when your heart remembers me. And when you smile, when you forgive, when you trust again, heaven sings. You may not hear it, but I do, for every act of love adds beauty to the world that cannot be erased, and that beauty is your legacy. I know that sometimes you fear the future. You wonder what lies ahead for yourself, for your loved ones, for the world. You look at the troubles of the earth and ask, Lord, what will happen next? And I answer, do not be afraid. The world changes, but I do not. My hand still holds all things. My plan still unfolds in perfect time. What I began in love, I will finish in glory. So walk with confidence, not in your strength, but in mine. You are not walking toward uncertainty. You are walking toward eternity. Every sunrise brings you one step closer to home. And when you feel tired, remember this: you do not have to carry everything. Let me carry you. Let me lift the burden from your shoulders. You have carried others for so long now. Let me carry you. Lean upon me, and I will give you rest. I know the weight you feel, the worries about your health, your family, your future. Give them to me one by one. Say to me, Lord, I trust you, and watch how peace returns to your heart. You do not need to control everything. You only need to let me be God. You see, my beloved, you were never meant to walk alone. From the beginning, I desired to walk beside you, to be part of every joy and every sorrow. And even when you did not notice me, I was there guiding, protecting, loving. That is who I am. I am the God who stays. So today, I speak these words to your soul. Be encouraged. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are not alone. You are surrounded by my love, upheld by my strength, watched over by my angels. And I will not let you go. Rest in that truth. Let it comfort you when you feel weak. Let it remind you that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn will come, and I am the dawn. Lift your eyes, my beloved. Look not at what you have lost, but at what still awaits you. I am preparing blessings yet unseen, moments of peace yet to come, and joy that will surprise your heart. Your story is not over. It is still being written by the hand of love. And when you cannot see the way forward, simply whisper my name, Jesus, and light will begin to break through. For wherever my name is spoken with love, my presence fills the air. You are my child, my beloved one, my joy, and I am with you today, tomorrow, and forever. I have given you words of comfort, and now I must give you words of wisdom. For love is not only tender, it is also truthful. A parent who loves does not only soothe, he also warns. And so I must speak to you of the things that draw my children away from peace, of the quiet dangers that hide in the heart. I look upon the world today, and I see many hearts that have drifted far from me. People chase noise, distraction, and the glitter of the temporary, forgetting the still voice of eternity within them. They run after comfort and forget the soul. They fill their lives with things that fade, while neglecting what will never pass away. But you, my beloved, are called to something higher, to live with your eyes fixed on what is eternal. For everything you see with your human eyes, your possessions, your body, your titles, your achievements will one day fall away like autumn leaves. Yet what remains forever is love, mercy, and truth. These are the treasures of heaven, and I want them to fill your heart. Do not cling too tightly to the things of this world. They are tools for your journey, not your destination. Use them with gratitude, but hold them lightly. Too many of my children lose their peace because they hold on to what they were never meant to keep: anger, possessions, pride, and pain. My beloved, you cannot carry those things into eternity. They are too heavy for the soul. I have seen hearts grow cold because of bitterness that was never released. I have seen families divided because of pride that refused to bend. I have seen love fade because forgiveness was not chosen. But I tell you, forgiveness is freedom. It is the doorway through which my grace flows. When you forgive, you do not erase justice. You invite healing. When you let go of resentment, you make room for my peace. Do not wait for the other person to change, my child. Forgive for your own soul's sake. Let go, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. I cannot fill a heart that is still holding on to anger. But when you release it, even through tears, I rush in with comfort that the world cannot give. My beloved, beware of the world's voice. It whispers constantly, telling you what to desire, what to fear, what to value. It tells you that beauty, youth, wealth, and popularity are what matter most. But these are illusions, shadows that disappear with time. The true beauty I see is compassion. The true strength I cherish is faith. The true wealth I honor is love. Do not measure yourself by what you once were or by what the world celebrates. Measure yourself by love. How much have you loved me? How much have you loved others? That is the question that will echo through eternity. The world will try to convince you that faith is outdated, that truth can be changed to fit personal comfort, that holiness no longer matters. But I tell you, truth does not age. My word does not expire. What was right yesterday is still right today. What was holy once remains holy forever. I am the same yesterday, today, and always. My commandments are not burdens, they are lights that guide you safely home. I see many of my children living as though they will never die. They chase the temporary and forget the eternal. They plan for tomorrow, but neglect their souls today. And yet, the breath you breathe is not guaranteed. Every day is a gift, every sunrise a chance to return to me. I do not say this to frighten you, but to remind you, life is sacred because it is fleeting. Every moment can be a step closer to heaven or a step away. Do not waste the days I have given you. Fill them with love, speak kindly, pray sincerely, help those who cannot repay you, visit the lonely, comfort the grieving, offer your time freely. In these small acts, you walk in my footsteps. You may think, but Lord, I am tired now, I cannot do much. Oh, my beloved, even a small act of love carries infinite value when done with a pure heart. A prayer for a stranger, a smile to the sad, a word of blessing, these are the seeds of eternal harvest. The world may not notice, but heaven rejoices. Now listen closely, my beloved, for this is important. Guard your heart. The enemy of your soul still works quietly, trying to fill you with fear, discouragement, or despair. He whispers that you are forgotten, that your prayers no longer matter, that it is too late to change. But those are lies. Do not believe them. For as long as you draw breath, I am with you, and my mercy is open wide. When you feel tempted to doubt, to complain, or to give up, come to me. Speak my name, and darkness will lose its grip. I am stronger than your weakness, greater than your worry, and nearer than your own heartbeat. I want to warn you, my beloved, not to let your faith grow cold in these final days. The world will try to tire you, to make you numb, to distract you with noise. But stay awake. Keep your lamp burning. Keep praying even when you do not feel anything. Keep reading my word even when it feels dry. Keep believing even when the world mocks your faith. You are not alone. Heaven watches you with love and pride. Do not envy those who seem to prosper in wickedness. Their joy is temporary, but your reward is eternal. Do not be disheartened when you see evil grow louder. Darkness often grows bold just before the dawn breaks. My light will shine again, and every truth will be revealed. I have not abandoned this world. Though many hearts have forgotten me, I am still calling. I am still knocking. I am still saving. The time of mercy is still open, but it will not remain open forever. That is why I call you to pray, to stand firm, to keep faith alive in yourself, in your home, in your family. Do not be silent about your faith. Speak of me when you can. Tell others of my goodness, even if they do not listen. You never know whose heart will awaken because of your words. Even one soul turning back to me is worth a lifetime of witness. And when fear comes, and it will remember that fear is not from me. I have given you the spirit of courage, of peace, of power through love. The enemy uses fear to steal your joy, but you can defeat him with trust. When you say, Jesus, I trust in you, heaven itself stands on your side. My beloved, I want you to be ready not in fear, but in love. Alive each day as if it were your last, not with panic, but with peace. Love deeply, forgive quickly, pray constantly, keep your heart light, free of grudges, ready to meet me at any moment. The day will come when you will see me face to face. It will not be a day of fear, but of joy if your heart is with me. You will look back and see how everything made sense, how every pain was turned into purpose, how every tear became a jewel of compassion. You will finally understand how dearly you were loved all along. But until that day, I want you to walk wisely. Keep your eyes on what is true. The world will try to distract you, but remember you are not of this world. You belong to heaven. Let your words reflect that. Let your choices reflect that. Let your heart reflect that. You are my child, and my children shine differently. Be careful with your time. Do not waste it in worry or anger. Time is sacred. Use it to love, to pray, to bless. Be careful with your words. Speak not to wound, but to heal. Be careful with your thoughts. What you dwell on becomes the shape of your soul. Fill your mind with gratitude, and peace will grow. I tell you these things because I love you, not because I want to burden you. My warnings are gifts, not punishments. They are light along your path, showing you how to stay safe in a world that often loses its way. You may ask, Lord, am I ready? Am I living as you wish? And I answer, you are ready when your heart is open, when you love me above all things, when you seek forgiveness quickly, when you treat others as you would treat me. That is all I ask, not perfection, but sincerity. So, my beloved, take these words to heart. Let them guide you gently, not with fear, but with wisdom, for the days grow shorter, and every soul is precious to me. I do not want even one to be lost. That is why I keep calling, keep speaking, keep reaching out. Return to prayer, return to simplicity, return to love, and above all, return your heart fully to me. There you will find peace, no matter what the world does. I am not far away. I am here waiting, watching, loving, and I will never stop calling your name. My beloved, look at your life for a moment. Look gently, not with regret or shame, but with honesty. Every memory, every scar, every smile, every tear I was there. I saw you when you were strong and when you were broken. I saw your hidden kindness, the quiet sacrifices no one else noticed. I saw the nights you cried and told no one. I saw the mornings you rose, weary but still faithful. Every moment of your life is known to me and loved by me. When you thought I was far, I was holding you closer than ever. When you stumbled, I didn't look away. I stretched out my hand, waiting for you to reach back. I never stopped believing in the beauty I placed inside you. My child, you are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by my mercy. You are not the sum of your failures. You are the fruit of my love. Even now, as you listen to these words, I am beside you. I am not a memory or a thought. I am alive, and I am here. Feel the quiet around you, the stillness between your breaths. That is where I dwell. You do not need to climb mountains or cross oceans to find me. You need only whisper, God, I am here. And I will answer, my beloved, I never left. Do not let the world convince you that I am distant, for I am closer than your own heart. Every beat within you is the rhythm of my life flowing through you. I am the reason you still have hope. I am the whisper that says, try again. I am the gentle strength that carried you through storms you thought would break you. My beloved, I ask you this, the question at the heart of all my words. Do you love me, not with the perfect love of saints or angels, but with the honest love of a heart that keeps trying? Do you love me enough to forgive, enough to trust, enough to let go of what hurts you and hold on to what heals you? Do you love me enough to believe that your life still has purpose, that I am not finished with you yet? You see, that is the question that echoes through eternity. Do you love me? It was the same question I asked Peter after he denied me. Not why did you fail, or what did you do wrong, but do you love me? Because love redeems what failure cannot. Love restores what was broken. Love is the only answer that matters. If you love me, even a little, then trust that I will do the rest. I will take your little faith and make it strong. I will take your little light and make it shine brighter than you thought possible. I will take your weary heart and fill it again with peace. All I ask is that you keep saying yes, yes to faith, yes to forgiveness, yes to love. Do not think it is too late for you. My mercy does not expire. As long as your heart beats, the door remains open. Come back to me in prayer. Speak to me as a friend. You do not need fancy words, just truth. Tell me your fears, your doubts, your hopes, your pain. I will listen. I always listen. And when you fall again, for you will, because you are human, do not hide. Do not run away from me in shame. Run to me. My arms are not folded in anger. They are open in mercy. My heart does not condemn, it welcomes. Each time you return, heaven rejoices. My beloved, you often ask me for miracles, for signs, for healing, for answers. But the greatest miracle is already within you, the power to love, to forgive, to begin again. You carry my image in your soul. You are proof that light can live inside clay, that holiness can dwell within weakness. You are my miracle. So do not live in fear anymore. Fear has no place in the heart of one who knows they are loved. You have spent too long worrying about what might go wrong. Trust me even when the path is unclear. You do not need to understand everything. You only need to believe that I am with you. When you walk through darkness, remember, I am not only in the light. I am in the darkness too, guiding your steps quietly. You are never truly alone. Even when others leave you, I remain. Even when you forget me, I remember you. I have carved your name upon my heart. It cannot be erased. Now listen, my beloved. The world will try to fill your days with noise, with news, with distraction. But peace will never come from outside you. Peace is born when you remember who you belong to. You belong to me. You are mine, and nothing can change that, not age, not sin, not fear, not even death. Death does not end your story. It begins your homecoming. So, live these days with courage. Smile often. Be gentle with yourself and others. Cherish the people I have placed in your life. Let love be your legacy, not wealth, not power, not recognition, but love. For love is what will follow you into eternity. You may look around and see a world growing colder, a faith that seems fading, a generation forgetting me. But do not despair. Even in this time, I am raising hearts like yours, hearts that still listen, still believe, still pray. You are not too small to make a difference. A single prayer spoken in faith can change the course of a soul. A single act of kindness can open a heart to grace. You are part of my great plan, even if you cannot see how. Each morning when you wake, say, Lord, I am yours today. Lead me where you will, and I will. I will guide you through small choices, through quiet moments, through divine whispers that only a peaceful heart can hear. My beloved, you often look back and say, I wish I had done more. But I say to you, you have done more than you know. Every prayer, every kindness, every act of faith has rippled farther than your eyes can see. Heaven will show you one day how your simple acts touched lives, how your hidden prayers saved souls, how your patient love became someone's strength. So lift your head, my child. Do not live in regret. Live in gratitude. I do not want you to look at the past with pain, but with peace. What is forgiven is gone forever. Do not dig it up again. Walk forward in freedom, knowing that every step you take toward me brings joy to heaven. And remember this, when you feel weary of life, when the days seem long and the nights heavy, lift your heart to me and say, Father, hold me, and I will wrap you in peace that the world cannot give. I will remind you that you are not forgotten. I will remind you that heaven is real and that your story is leading there. Yes, heaven is real, my beloved, not a dream, not a myth, but your true home. And when your time comes, you will see me face to face. You will see the beauty I made from your suffering, the glory that grew from your faith. You will see loved ones again, healed and whole. You will see that every tear had purpose, every prayer had weight, every moment of love was eternal. Until that day, keep walking with me. I am not asking you to be perfect, only to be faithful. Even when you do not understand, even when you feel nothing, even when you fall, keep trusting. Your faith is precious to me. And when you hear my question, do you love me? Let your heart answer softly, yes, Lord, I love you. That is enough. That yes will echo in eternity. That yes will open the gates of heaven when the time comes. So now, my beloved, take these words and rest in them. Let them settle deep into your heart. You are my child. You are loved beyond measure. You are not alone. You are never forgotten. And when tomorrow comes, return again to listen. For I still have more to say to your heart, more love to give, more peace to share, more light to pour into your soul. Until then, walk in my blessing. Let my peace be your pillow tonight, my love your breath, my presence your comfort. I am with you always in all things forever. Tomorrow, my beloved, I will speak again. Listen once more when I call, for I have another question for you, one that will open your heart even deeper to my love. Go now in peace, for I am your God, and you are my beloved child.